Forget everything you thought you knew because in the next few minutes, your brain is about to explode. 25 facts that seem impossible but are totally real. And I'm warning you now. The last 3 are so disturbing you won't be able to stop thinking about them, especially number 1. That one will change the way you see the world. Let's start. Number 25. Flamingos aren't born pink, they're gray. They turn pink because they eat shrimp and algae that contain a pigment called astaxanthin. Basically, they are what they eat. If a flamingo stopped eating that, it would turn gray again. They're pink by diet, not genetics. Number 24. There's a hotel in Japan completely operated by dinosaur robots. It's called the Hen-Na Hotel. Dinosaurs check you in, carry your luggage, and clean the rooms. But here's the weird part. They had to fire more than half of them because they annoyed the guests. The robots failed so much, they were more trouble than help. Number 23. Your stomach produces a new layer of mucus every 2 weeks. If it didn't, it would digest itself with its own acids. Literally, your body has to constantly regenerate to avoid self-destruction. Think about it. You're made of acid contained by a barrier that renews itself. Wait, because this gets weirder. Number 22. In Norway, there's an underground seed bank called the Global Seed Vault. It's in the Arctic, inside a frozen mountain, and stores over 1 million seed samples from around the world. It's basically humanity's plan B in case of an apocalypse. And yes, it's designed to survive nuclear explosions. Number 21. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills and 1 to the rest of the body. But here's the craziest part. When they swim, the heart that pumps to the body stops working. That's why they prefer walking on the ocean floor. Swimming literally tires them out. Number 20. There's a town in Alaska called Whittier where almost all residents live in the same building. It's a single skyscraper that has a school, a hospital, a store, a post office, everything. And this isn't the weirdest part. It's like this because outside, the weather is so extreme, it's easier to live all together under one roof. Imagine having all your neighbors in the same hallway. Number 19. Bees can recognize human faces. Their brain is the size of a pinhead, but they can memorize and distinguish specific faces. They use it to remember which flowers are better, but it also works with people. If a bee knows you, it literally knows who you are. Number 18. When astronauts cry in space, the tears don't fall. They stick to their eyes, forming a water ball. And if the ball grows too big, it can cause vision problems. Basically, crying in zero gravity is uncomfortable and can even be dangerous. Number 17. There's a lake in Tanzania so alkaline it turns animals into stone statues. It's called Lake Natron. The water has such a high pH, it calcifies everything it touches. There are photographs of birds and bats that fell into the water and became petrified like macabre sculptures. And this isn't even the most disturbing thing you'll see today. Number 16. The Eiffel Tower can grow up to 15 centimeters in summer. Metal expands with heat, so technically, the tower changes size depending on the season. In winter, it shrinks. It's like it breathes. Number 15. Koalas have fingerprints almost identical to humans. So similar, they can confuse forensic investigations. A koala could, in theory, leave prints at a crime scene, and they could look human. Nobody knows why they evolved this way. Number 14. There's a type of immortal jellyfish. It's called Turritopsis dohrnii. When it ages or gets injured, it reverses its life cycle and becomes a baby polyp again. It can do this infinitely. It literally doesn't die of old age. It's biologically immortal. Number 13. In Finland, they find a millionaire with a traffic ticket of $125,000. Fines there are calculated based on your income. The richer you are, the more you pay. That guy was going over 100 kilometers per hour in a 50 zone. Proportional justice taken to the extreme. Number 12. Your brain consumes 20% of all your body's energy, but only represents 2% of your weight. It's the most expensive part to maintain. That's why when you think a lot, you get hungry. Your brain is burning calories as if you were running. But wait, the next few will change your perspective on reality. Number 11. There's an island in Japan full of rabbits. It's called Okunoshima. There are more rabbits than people, but the reason is dark. During World War II, they tested chemical weapons on rabbits there. When the war ended, they released the surviving rabbits, and they reproduced out of control. Today, it's an adorable tourist spot with a terrifying past. Number 10. Dolphins have names. They emit a specific whistle to refer to other dolphins. Each dolphin has its own unique whistle, and when they want to call someone, they use that sound. Basically, they have a language with individual identity. They're smarter than we thought. Number 9. There's a material called aerogel that's the lightest solid in the world. It's 99% air. You can place it on a flower, and the flower won't crush, but it can support 1,000 times its own weight. It looks like frozen smoke. NASA uses it on space missions. Number 8. Every year, between 50 and 100 commercial aircraft disappear from radar records without explanation. Most reappear minutes later, but during that time, nobody knows where they are. Some attribute it to technical failures, others to radar dead zones. But the truth is, nobody has a definitive answer. Number 7. Ants don't sleep. Ever. Instead, they take 1-minute power naps about 250 times a day. The queen ant sleeps more, 9 hours a day in 6-minute intervals, but the workers are awake practically all the time. They don't need to sleep like we do. Number 6. Your phone has more processing power than all the computers NASA used to put a man on the moon. The Apollo 11 computers had less capacity than a modern calculator. What you carry in your pocket is more advanced than the technology that achieved one of humanity's greatest milestones. And now, we've reached the top 3. These are the ones I promised at the beginning. Get ready. Number 3. There's a parasite called Toxoplasma gondii that infects rats' brains and makes them lose their fear of cats. Infected rats actively seek out cats to be eaten. But here's the terrifying part. That parasite also infects humans. It's estimated that 1/3 of the world's population has it, and some studies suggest it can change your behavior, make you more impulsive, less cautious. There are people walking around with a parasite manipulating their brain, and they don't even know it. Number 2. In 1977, we received a radio signal from outer space so powerful and specific, they called it the WOW signal. It lasted 72 seconds. It came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. It never repeated. It's never been explained. It doesn't match any known natural phenomenon. To this day, it's the strongest candidate for being a real extraterrestrial transmission, and it simply disappeared. And finally, number 1. The most unsettling of all. There's a phenomenon called false awakenings. It's when you dream, you wake up, get up, and prepare for the day. But you're actually still asleep. Some people report up to 7 false awakenings in a row before actually waking up. But here's what nobody tells you. There's no scientific way to prove with absolute certainty that you're awake right now. All the methods you use to verify reality also exist in your dreams. So technically, at this moment, you can't be 100% sure you're not dreaming. Think about that. And there you have it. 25 things you didn't know 5 minutes ago that will probably haunt you for the rest of the day. Especially that last one. If you made it this far, now you understand why I promised it was worth it. Leave a comment with the one that impacted you the most. And if you dare, share this video with someone to ruin their day just like I ruined yours. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.